Yo, to all the motherfucking aliens in the zeitgeist and the motherfucking goddamn extraterrestrial motherfucking people. Pop the fuck out. Damn, I'm out of breath. We live, baby. We gonna do it like we do it and that we never did it. I think I'm lagging. What the fuck does one do when one is lagging? Now we're about to find out. Maybe I should. Yeah, I don't like the fact that I'm. Why's my chest itch? What the fuck? You can ring my bell. Ring my bell. Ding dong, ding dong. Let's see. Do if OBS is delayed. Mic monitor delay. Boom. Reddit always got some shit that they gonna have for you. Let's see. You can ring my bell, ring my bell, ding dong, ding ding. If you believe that you need a what the fuck? Answer, awaiting answer as well. Yeah. Why I always get bots following me on Instagram? Damn. Why can't no fucking hoes pop out? Shit. Some fuck shit. Always some bullshit. Fucking bots. Like one of the fucking bots following them. Fuck wrong with them people. You can ring my bell, ring my bell, ding dong ding. You can ring my bell, ring my bell, ding dong ding dong ding. You can ring my bell.
Hi, I'm Nate and you're watching Photo Learningism. If you're an OBS user like me, making videos and posting content to the world, you may have run into an issue with audio latency where the audio does not line up. There's an offset from what you speak and what you say to where it lands in the recording. This is called the delay, and it can be easily fixed in OBS with the advanced audio controls. Now, if you've taken a look at those under the microphone and checked out the delay settings, you may have noticed that it measures it in something called ms, or milliseconds. Now, that gets interesting because if you go look at it in your video editor and you do resyncing after the fact, it measures it in something called FPS, frames per second. So how do you equate the two? What you want to do is go to fpstoms.com. It's a free website. Input the value, the offset value that the audio is offset, the number of frames, into the first box, and then it will convert for you into milliseconds what needs to go into OBS. And you simply input that value, that millisecond value, into the sync offset for your mic, and that will tie up your audio. Of course, test it out. Make sure that it doesn't.
Mine says 0.
Need any tweaking one way or the other with a couple of milliseconds in one direction or the other, but that will line up your audio and save you tons of time if you're recording and having a delay you have to fix afterwards. So that's it. That's the whole show. Give me a thumbs up if it was useful. Also, subscribe if you haven't done that already. And I will see you again at the next video.
You can ring my bell. Ring my bell. Let's watch the motherfucking Brilliant Idiots with Charlotte McGay and motherfucking Andrew
Yep, Charlamagne the God.
Andrew Schultz.
We are the Brilliant Idiots podcast, back for another week of brilliant idiotness. Hezekiah Walker.
Yes, sir. How
How
are
you
you?
feeling, man?
I like that shirt, man.
Hey, Martin.
Shout out to GOAT Martin.
I went to go see Martin Saturday in Atlantic City. He was on Breakfast Club last week, and I happened to be in Atlantic City this weekend because of my daughter's cheerleading competition. And so he was performing Saturday night at the Hard Rock Cafe. They got the theater at the Hard Rock Cafe?
Yep.
Some type of arena or theater or something. So I went to go check out Martin.
How was Marty Marr?
Martin was good. You know what's so interesting? I didn't know what to expect, you know?
Yeah.
And he had, who was out there? It was Daphne
Springs?
Is her last name Springs? Look up who performed with Martin. I know it's definitely Benji Brown. It was Benji Brown, and I know her name is Daphne. It's either Daphne or Daphne. She was funny as shit.
Benji used to open for Duval.
Duval, yeah. Daphne opened up. I think her last name was Springs, maybe. But she was funny. She had this white dude behind me so mad. And it wasn't a race thing. He was just mad because she was on some woman shit.
Yeah, Daphne Springs. Yeah.
Daphne Springs.
She's at the cellar. She's great, too.
Hilarious.
She is, she is hilarious.
She had a white dude behind me so mad.
Why, what
His
happened?
wife kept telling him to shut
What the
the
black
fuck up,
lady?
and he would not listen. Like, no, she's disgusting. She's
What?
disgusting.
Why? What do you mean? She's not even dirty like that.
Nah, I'm not gonna say none of her jokes, but it was just like a lot. It was just good jokes, but it was about like women who. I can't do it without telling the joke.
Yeah. Say,
But
don't,
yeah, I
don't
don't want
say
to do it. I
herself.
don't want to do it. I don't want to do it without telling the
Check
joke.
out
But boy,
D Springs. I think her name is
okay,
D
I can say
Springs.
this. The pregnancy bit, Daphne,
Yeah.
had that dude mad as a mother. Oh my God.
Make him mad.
Man, if he could call the police on you, he would.
Make him
Why
mad.
would somebody do it? Why would somebody do that? Why would you do that? I'm like, God, it's a joke, bro.
Make him mad.
Relax. And then Benji was funny as a motherfucker. And then Martin, man, I was pleasantly surprised because I didn't know what to expect from a Martin stand-up in 2025.
Yeah.
Martin did an hour and 15 minutes,
Wow.
Damn.
bro. like for all these conversations people having about Martin health and everything, Martin did an hour and 15 minutes.
Shout
and
out
it's just
Martin,
like,
man.
he's 60 years old now and he leans into that. He's not out there trying to be the young guy. He's
What
talking
the
about
fuck?
being sick.
Martin is 60? Who the fuck knew that? God damn, Martin 60? What the fuck?
And what
That's-
it feels like.
Best host of Def Comedy Jam back
come
in the
on,
day.
not even
It's
close.
like,
Was there another host? I don't even remember another host.
that's how impactful.
I don't remember. But you know, I like it because he sets the tone because they put up a 10-minute trailer and it's literally just that. It's 10 minutes of Martin on Def Comedy Jam.
Yeah.
So it shows him hosting, shows him doing. It's a combination of him hosting Def Comedy
Yeah.
Jam and his different stand-up specials. And you just like, damn, yo, this dude really.
Martin's the truth,
Go.
man.
And then it flashes after that plays. Then it does like an intro that just kind of shows you his life. So it shows you like the movies and the TV show and everything. And you're like, yo, that's fucking Martin Lawrence. And then he just comes out there and he just talks to you for an hour and 15 minutes. But it's funny, those jokes and shit like that. And, you know, he's doing callbacks to like his characters and
Yeah.
shit like that. And people are yelling characters they want him to do, and he's doing them from the stage. The
Yeah.
shit was good.
Good.
Then he sells merch. You see, I got the fucking Martin hoodie on right now.
That merch is fire.
I had to go get the Martin hoodie, but
Yeah.
shout out to the GOAT Martin, man. Where does Martin rank?
Yo, it's so weird because he's one of those guys that I think Seinfeld is very similar, where the TV show is so impactful, you almost kind of like forget about the stand-up. Like, I don't think the average person can remember like a Seinfeld special's name.
He did specials?
Exactly.
I really don't. I've never seen Seinfeld do
Yo,
a
this
special.
let me blow your mind.
He's a lot.
Before the TV show, he was one of the biggest comedians in America.
Really?
Yeah.
Of course. That's why why you got the TV.
Obviously, but like we just don't like. Sometimes you could have something that's so impactful that it overshadows the other work. I'm pretty sure I watched one of Martin's specials in the movie theater.
Me too.
That's how big
Me
Martin
too.
was. Like,
I saw Run Tell That in the movie theater.
it was Run Tell That, right? And
Wow.
it's like so. But what happened is Martin had this unbelievably popular TV show that we all watched that like dominated culture.
Then he had
And then he had
Movies.
movies that dominated culture.
Yeah, man.
So a lot of people don't remember this, but like he was top billing for Bad Boys 1
Oh shit, over
Yeah.
Will?
Damn.
over Will.
Oh.
That's how big Martin was.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I think what happens is when
crazy
that
as fuck.
catalog becomes, I don't know, more synonymous with the person, sometimes you forget about this, maybe the stand up. But I mean, his early stand up, the big leather outfit, he's
Crazy.
dripping in sweat.
Crazy.
Crazy.
You see the
deranged.
8-ball jacket now, you think of fucking Martin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
or the
saying?
guy that slapped that girl on the subway.
Martin slapped the girl in the subway?
No, the 8-ball jacket guy.
He had an 8-ball jacket on?
Yeah.
Bro, I thought it was a Pelly Pelly.
An 8-ball jackets.
Oh, I remember the dude with the had the shit on. Oh, yes. Absolutely. One, that was a slap.
That
bro.
was.
It was.
Nobody got mad at him.
Shout out light skins, bro.
Nobody.
Everybody thinks light skin's soft until you see one with an 8-ball
I
jacket on
remember
the
that
6
shit.
train.
Why the fuck did he
Bang!
smack that girl, yo? I forgot.
Yeah.
In New York, man.
She
It was
thought
a
he
great
was
smack.
soft.
What you brought up a great point about Martin. Martin had so many. He was one of those guys that actually was great at quite a few different things: the stand-up, the TV show, and the movies. Like, and it kind. I don't want to say these things cancel each other out, but you don't think of them all in their totality.
Bro, he had like 3 different careers. Like if you had 1
4.
or 4, like I'm saying, like
Because Def Comedy Jam, you got to put that in there.
I put that in stand-up.
Okay.
Like if you just had his stand-up career, you'd be like, oh my God, I'm the luckiest human being on the planet.
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
just had his TV show,
Oh,
you'd be
man.
like, I'm the luckiest guy on
Oh,
the
man.
planet.
Oh,
if
man.
you just had his movies, you go, I'm the luckiest dude on the planet.
Yeah, that is crazy.
So it is, but it is peculiar that maybe he's not spoken about with that same
I
reverence.
wonder why. Like seriously, I never even thought about that. I thought about it a little bit this weekend because I've always held Martin in high regard.
I mean-
but when people bring up the GOAT, you don't hear Martin in the conversation. You
I
know?
didn't watch Seinfeld growing up. I watched Martin.
Word.
That's how
Accurate, I
impactful
don't feel
Martin
like
was.
that's
Word.
100% accurate.
Man, I grew up in
Martin is brought up one of the greatest comedians. That might be a good point, though.
New York City.
You told me Martin is the one that inspired you to do comedy, right?
No. That was Eddie.
It was Eddie, I'm sorry. Okay,
Eddie
okay.
and Chris.
Okay.
Eddie and Chris.
Yeah.
Like, I remember reading Chris's book. You know, remember when they would take the stand up and kind of like make it a book? And I remember reading Chris's book, and I remember just being so like excited at the way he would like twist ideas and use like logic and arguments, and I'd be like, oh shit, you can justify anything. He's like being a lawyer right there, and yeah, I thought
The reason I like Martin because he was one of the first celebrities that I saw confront the bullshit head on.
but what'd he say?
Like remember when everybody was there was the whole thing about he was running in LA butt naked or some shit like that,
Yeah.
and there was like a big tabloid story. But on Run Tell That, he
talked about
it like head on, and it didn't. It's not like nowadays where something happens and you're sitting by your phone waiting for the person to tweet or waiting for the person to do
You
a
had
video.
to put out a special.
You had to put out a special or
Yeah.
go do a press conference or something. I don't even know what the time difference was between Martin's that scandal and then the special. But we waited on the special.
Yep.
And then when he came with the special, he told us, he was like, look, man, I was high as a motherfucker. That was it. We knew it. Like we knew you had to be. Like that was it. I was high as a motherfucker. Man, that shit had me. That weed had me gone. Whatever. I don't even know what the fuck drug. I think it was weed. But he faced it head on. Run Tell That. And that's what it's called. Run Tell That. Now go run tell that.
Yeah.
Cause y'all want to gossip about everything else.
Yeah. Nah, shout out Martin.
Nah,
man.
he's the
His
GOAT.
life is incredible.
You want to do some all memes, Matt? What'd you do this week, man? What'd you do this weekend?
Yo, I thought a lot about Taylor, man.
No. We're not going to talk about that lie.
I did think a lot about her.
You was doing Padel.
Fill everybody in. Taylor is a producer on Brilliant Idiots, and she works at the Breakfast Club. And she just told everybody last episode that she's pregnant.
Oh yeah, I was down in Miami
By some nigga in New Jersey.
playing
called?
paddle, man.
Paddle.
With yeah, that was fire,
Why the
bro.
fuck did you make all the blogs with Jimmy Butler? Like, why was that the
Because
thing?
I'm clout. You didn't realize this yet? They cannot talk
Like-
about me.
Like, they was like, yo, Jimmy Butler's suspended, but he's down in Miami with Andrew Schultz. Like, what?
I don't know what to tell you. Do you want the people to click or not?
What was y'all talking about? I saw y'all whispering each other. What was he saying to you?
Well, it was whispers, bro. I can't share. You know what I mean? I can't. You know, the man told me something in confidence.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Nah, it was funny because we were at the party and I was like, I made a little joke at the party. I was basically like, by the way, guys, Jimmy Butler's not here right now. He's at the Heat facility practicing. I just want to let everybody know, I'm on the mic just teasing because he shouldn't be there according to like what the team would want him to do. I'm like, I wake up in the morning. I'm like, I'm not gonna post any picture of Jimmy. I don't want to get him in trouble. Like, he's a nice guy, In the morning, I'm tagged in something. It's Jimmy Butler posting the video of me going, Jimmy Butler is not here at this party.
Oh, Jimmy
this
posted
is
it.
yeah. So he was leaning into it. It was.
He's trying to get the fuck out of Miami.
I mean,
who tries to get out of Miami?
But they did him wrong, bro. They did him wrong. They should have given him the extension. They didn't give him an extension. Then they waited, and then they got their tail tucked between their legs, and they're like, oh, well, now we want to give you the extension. It's like, oh, well, that's not how you make your marquee player feel wanted.
I love Jimmy Butler. I think Jimmy Butler is fan-fucking-tastic. I'm just thinking about it from a business perspective. Do you give him the max extension?
Here's the thing. A business perspective, right? You're like, okay, let me go get some young stud and pay them. Of course, Jimmy's 36 years old, but the other side of that is there are maybe like 5 players in the league that are dogs and they could turn it on in the playoffs and they themselves can win you a playoff game. Like Jimmy by himself is going to win you one game by himself. Kevin can do it. Probably when he's healthy, Joel Embiid can do it. Like there are maybe 5 or 7 guys in the league that like.
Joel Embiid has almost missed as many games as he's played.
400.
Right.
What's wrong with the mic?
You got it? It was just
How the
turned.
fuck is he still higher?
He's almost missed as many games as he's played
But if he is playing, he can win you a game.
in the next 4 years. And I love Jimmy Butler. If I'm Jimmy Butler, me personally, I want to get my money, right?
Yeah.
But I still want to leave enough on the table so he can bring some talent into Miami.
He said some fire shit to me. I was like, yo, be honest, like on some of these teams, you're bullying these soft guys. He goes, I'm not a bully. I go, what do you mean? He goes, listen, I ask you what you want to do, or you tell me what you want to do, right? He goes, if I go to Phoenix and Devin Booker says, listen, man, I don't want to play no defense. I go, bet. I'm not going to hold you accountable for defense. Go get those buckets. We'll handle defense. But if you tell me you're going to lock down on D and you don't lock down,
that's right.
Now you're a liar. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to confront you on being a liar. And then if you try to tell me you're not a liar, I'm going to keep reminding you. Yeah. So it's like, his psyche is like fascinating. Also, he don't give a, it's very interesting. He truly doesn't care about happening at that. I think like GMs are going to have to work with right now in the league. Like once players are making $50 million a year, you got no leverage on them. You can't be one of these hard ass, old school Riley GMs that like punishes you for a few games and suspends you. It's like, my man, I make $50 million a year. I got 200 in the bank.
But I'm paying you. I'm holding the purse strings.
I already got 200 in the bank. Oh my God, you're gonna take $2 million away from me. Like,
I'm just saying, if I'm making 200, if I can pay you 200, how much are we making? And I'm gonna tell you something about Pat Riley. I'm glad you brought Pat Riley up. Pat Riley must be some type of gangster because nobody ever speaks bad about Pat Riley. Even though you know it's got to be some egomaniacal shit going on. That's what I'm saying.
They call him the Godfather.
Pat ran Bron out of town. Pat ran D Wade out for a second.
It's not like he runs you out of town. It's Pat Riley has a culture with the Heat, which is nobody's bigger than the team. And LeBron is bigger than any team he's on. So you got to let LeBron bring his family on a team plane when all the other guys don't have to bring their family on a team plane. You got to let LeBron have 10 hotel rooms in the team hotel when nobody else can have. And Riley didn't let that shit happen. So LeBron went out there, he won his rings, and then he's like, all right, I need to be the king. I'm the king. I can't call myself the king when there's someone else acting like the king, telling me what to do.
I mean, you're not really the king.
But to Riley's credit, he keeps the law. The problem is to win a championship, you need kings now.
Yeah.
You need kings. And the stranglehold that they used to have on these players, like the fucked up thing about Riley is that Jimmy will play whatever role you need him to play. He doesn't have an ego about it. There are certain guys that need to go out there and get 35.
Yeah.
He'll play whatever role as long as the team's winning. If the team is a bunch of bums, he's going to cause a stink.
So that's what, I mean, but that's my thing. It's like, okay, Jimmy, I know you want the max. I know you want your money. But, yo, can you let us pay you a certain amount if you want to win? Like that, but that's a player decision, right?
But they got to get other guys on the team to make the team win.
Yeah, but I can't pay you $200 million and then go get other guys.
I feel like that's your problem.
Well, that's
You know what I mean? Like, I don't own a team. Why am I paying the guys?
I get it, but I mean, they got salary caps and shit. Like,
I feel like that's your problem. Why are you a billionaire coming to me and crying about money?
I've seen
So
too-
you want me to pay the players $10 million each?
I've seen too
a
many
year. That's
elite-
crazy.
I've seen too many elite players make concessions. We've seen Brady make concessions. You know what I'm saying? We saw MJ make concessions because they wanted to win.
Some people want to win more. Some people want to win so bad that they'll pay the other players on the team.
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
ask Brady to take a salary hit, you're asking him to pay the other players on the team.
Yeah.
The team ain't paying the players. Brady's paying the players. So if you ask Jim, you ask any of these other guys to take a salary hit, there is a billionaire owner
Yeah.
who's got all the money in the world coming up to a 100-millionaire and going, guys, I can't afford it, bro. Can you pay the players?
But it's not like he can't afford it because he can't afford
Well,
it.
there's salary cap.
The salary cap. I'm saying
I mean,
Pay
it's
the
a salary
penalty.
cap.
Yeah, you can pay the penalty.
Pay the penalty.
No, that's not how it works. Is it?
Yes, it is.
You gotta
go
just
over
pay.
that.
You gotta pay the luxury tax.
Is it? I can just pay. I don't know if that's
Well,
the
I mean,
case.
the real question is, does he think Bam is a number 2? He can win a championship.
He doesn't.
Well, there you go.
Bam is
That's
a dog, though.
I don't know if he does. Don't let me put that out there.
Yeah, Bam is a dog. All I'm saying is like to Chris's point.
Bam
like,
is nice.
It's not like a billionaire just saying, "Hey, I got all this money, I can't afford to
They
pay
do
you."
be saying that shit,
It's
though.
the salary cap.
Nah,
But then why
they
the
cry
Dallas
poverty.
Cowboys ain't won a Super Bowl since 1995, and we got the richest motherfucking franchise in the world?
I don't know. You had an opportunity to ask that question.
I did. I told that motherfucker
No,
to
you
straighten
didn't.
this shit the fuck out. My daddy has fucking went to jail because of this fucking franchise.
You didn't say that shit at all.
And Jerry hit me. I saw Jerry.
Video didn't look like he was talking like
He
that.
said this. He said.
It
I'm
sounded
just
like you
like
was
this.
being very
He
happy.
said,
No.
Jerry, can you sign my chest?
Never.
Remember when you
Never.
asked her to sign your
Listen,
chest?
did you see the shit that Jerry told the team? Jerry was like, he said there's happiness and then there's glory holes.
What?
You didn't see that shit? Pull that shit up,
Nah,
Tyler.
you crazy,
I'm
bro.
like, Jerry just getting old. And he just quoting shit that he can remember from the Lone Ranger when he was fucking 8. Because he said the same shit to me. We zigged when we should have that. He just hit the reporters with some shit like, Google Jerry Jones glory holes.
Yo, that's gonna be a wild search.
It's gonna be him and Michael Irvin with a bunch of fucking young blondes.
At the White House. Yo, shout out Irvin, the GOAT. The GOAT.
Mike, play this shit. There's a low percentage of this. Is what this let me read the headline. Look, scroll up, Taylor. There's a low percentage of this that is smiles and glory holes. Play this shit, man.
There's a very low percentage of this that is smiles and glory holes. Very low percentage.
The f is he even talking about? That's what. He hit me with insane bars.
That's kind of
He said we zigged when we should have zagged, but we gon' zog.
How do you feel about the new head coach?
Oh, please. That's some bullshit. Like, who gives a fuck? He was our offensive coordinator for 4 years.
Yeah, it
That's Marty
seems like
Schottenheimer's son. He's never had a head coaching job ever.
They need to hire her. Why don't they hire her?
We need some help on the offensive line.
I'm saying. I'm saying though. Who's getting around her?
That's Big Dank. Let's talk about Big Dank, man.
No, you were gonna say fuck, what was it?
I'm just podding, man. I don't give a fuck
No,
about
Diddy. It
anything.
was Diddy. It was Diddy. The video, the Diddy audio.
Damn, speaking of glory holes, man, pull up Diddy's voice memos from that documentary, Taylor.
I gotta find it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Diddy is the horniest man to ever live.
Hornier than Chris, you think?
Chris ain't that horny. None of us are that horny, bro.
Yo, facts, bro.
I'm not that horny. I'm just not. I like sex, but I'm not. That is a different level of horny. Like, he needs to have his dick in somebody's glory hole. And he don't care what type of glory hole it is.
I haven't heard the audio, so let me.
If bowling balls could probably talk, they would tell us some stories about this. I'm telling you, man. You can just tell. Play the fucking voice memo, Taylor.
I'm trying to find them.
Where is
We
it?
go into the doctor.
She got mom brain,
Lauren
bro.
played the thing on Breakfast Club.
You know when women get pregnant, they lose brain cells, right?
You think she's pregnant?
She's pregnant and she's losing brain cells.
But I went on that article, but no.
I just don't. Man, yo, man, we had Day 26 on too, man. I just don't understand why it's so hard to do right by people.
Wait, what do you mean Day 26?
Day 26 is the group that used to be signed to Bad Boy. Remember Bad Boy? We sleep on the band era.
Yeah.
The band there is
That first album, classic.
Day 26.
Yeah, I don't care
What
what
was
nobody's.
Day 26?
They were a group.
Making
The
the
all
Band.
guys. Remember they did Making the Band. Making the Band had 3 artists that took off. Well, the 3 groups.
Dylon,
That was the band. That was the rap group. Then they had Danny Kane.
Danny Kane, I remember.
And then they had Day 26. Day 26 was the guys. You don't remember when Diddy there was a scene where they were singing their heart out. Singing like, oh shit. And Diddy goes, yeah. I like that, but you gotta get naked.
What?
I'm not making it. Taylor, pull this up.
Stop
If you
it.
can't find another clip. What?
Stop
He
it,
said
man.
that during making the band.
During making the band on the show.
Yo, he was just in our face with it. Nobody's
Nah, we
face.
just come from an era. I'm gonna be honest with you. We just come from a great era, guys. We lived through it. Now we look back on it like, damn, what the fuck were we thinking? But back then,
So like that tone, that when it wasn't perfect, but it was naked, you know. I'm not saying to do all your joints like that, but when it's real, it don't really matter. I'd rather get the emotion. So y'all gotta get naked. You know what I'm saying? Get naked. You got where I'm coming from?
imagine doing the best stand-up of your life. I mean, you just left it all on the stage. And then the producer turns to you and goes, yeah, that was cool, but you gotta get naked.
He was right in our face with it
Damn.
this whole time, bro.
Damn.
What are these voice memos about?
Play
I'm
the...
trying.
But what are they about?
We'll play it in a second. What do you think about culture, Schultz? When you hear the word culture, what do you think?
Well, it depends. Who's saying it?
Do you think that...
What's the color of the skin of the person saying it?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
When you talk culture, I'm talking like I think that the person talking to me is saying that there's that everybody has cultures, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the case. I think that we all have lived experiences, and then there's certain groups of us that have cultures. Like, for example, I'm a black person in America, right? And I have, shared lived experiences with other black people, but my culture that I grew up in Charleston, South Carolina, Moncks Corner, is different than the culture that somebody grew up in New Orleans.
Ooh, now you're talking about
It's different than somebody grew up in Atlanta. It's different than somebody that grew up in Detroit. It's different than somebody that grew up in Chicago. And I think and it's New York. New York got a culture to it.
Keep going. You're spitting right now.
But that's what I'm saying. I think there's a difference between lived experiences and the shared lived experiences you may have with people and the actual culture.
I always find it a little racist when people act like there's black culture, like black culture exists in America as one
monolith.
Nah. And the reason why I find it racist is because if it's coming from black people, it's a little different. Like, obviously, there's like a shared oppression and there's just shared history.
Lived experience. There's a lived experience.
Yeah. But like, when it comes from non-black people, it's often like what the stereotypes of black people are.
That's what I literally just told the person. The only people who say things like that are white people and black people who don't have a culture. like you might come from a city that isn't known.
It's not just white people.
For
It's
its
like
culture.
it's like other races or other cultures, what they think of black people in America. So
those are stereotypes. And a lot of profiles.
Exactly. And like there are like stereotypes and culture is a Venn diagram, right? Like they connect to one another, but there's that little pocket where they overlap, but they're also just different things. You know what I mean? I would even say it's like a circle. Like stereotypes exist within the circle, right? And there's a little circle of stereotypes, but like the culture is a more broad thing. But yeah, your culture is defined by like the people around you, right? So in Moncks Corner, South Carolina, what is it? The Geechee?
That's the low country. Yeah.
So it's like that's going to have influence, the language, the accent,
right.
all these things. That's culture. Like California surfer culture in like San Diego or San Clemente is its own unique thing that is, it has
Mexican culture in California.
Like the most slept on cultural influence in America in like in rap, in fashion, I think is like the Chicano Mexican influence on the West Coast.
And you said Chicano.
Yeah.
So I'm saying there's subcultures within even that.
Yeah,
within the
that's
Mexico.
That's how that would get referred to. But yeah, go out.
Isn't a bunch of like...
Oh, I'm sorry, real quick. So like New York culture, so there's like a crossover even like as a white kid growing up in New York, obviously is different than growing up Puerto Rican or growing up black.
That's right.
But there's a shared New York culture that we all have. And then that goes in a certain direction if you're Italian, a certain direction if you're Puerto Rican, a certain direction if you're black. But there's a shared pool of slang words that we kind of use. And then when you go Puerto Rican, all of a sudden there's a few more of the Spanish slang words that exist right there. You go black, there's a few more of like more black slang. Like you go Italian, there's a few more.
Because those are all
shared.
different. Those are all different subcultures within large New York culture. That's why New York culture can be so easily spoofed.
Yeah.
They're not spoofing the subcultures. They're spoofing the New York culture.
It's basically the stereotypes.
It's basically the stereotypes. No, you're absolutely right.
But if you add up a bunch of like those lived experiences or just things that we kind of do in common, isn't that what, like, put together, that's what makes a culture?
I don't think
like,
so.
Hip hop is black culture. We started it. We identify with it. It's one of the things that we claim when people try to take it away from us. That's culture.
I think hip hop is a genre. I think hip hop is a genre of music that we created, and I think within that genre of music there is different cultures of hip hop. For example, the culture of New York hip hop wasn't the same as the culture of down south hip hop. The culture of down south hip hop wasn't the same as the culture as West Coast hip hop.
Yeah, but you're still keep saying hip hop, and hip hop is a black thing. It's a black art form.
But it's a genre, art form, a genre of music.
I mean,
that's what compiles culture.
You can't even
the
say
music, the food, the dress,
but it's
like
all
those things together.
But it's different in all of these different places. Like you can look at a West Coast guy and say, "Oh, I know where he's from." You can look at a down south guy and go, "Oh, I know where he's from." You can look at a New York guy and go, "That's why the Timbs was in New York."
What's the music? It's a very unique situation because the black experience in America, obviously because of slavery and then the years after slavery, has positioned black people with cultural unity despite not having cultural similarity. So, like,
I think those are lived experiences. I think those are shared experiences.
What I'm trying to say is, like, all black people in America experience similar oppression throughout these years that we're talking about.
Absolutely.
Right? So they could go, "Oh, you know what it's like to be like me." But shared oppression doesn't define culture.
No.
Culture is also food, culture is language, culture is music, culture is dance, right? So to say hip hop is black culture, hip hop is a genre of music that white people have done, that Asians have done, that, Indians do, like, that is predominantly black. And then within America, the West Coast is different sound. Everything is different.
Different sound, different look, different food,
I feel like you could say that about anything. Like, reggaeton is Spanish culture music, but there's been hip hop guys who've tried it. There's been white people who've tried it. Like,
but it's specifically still Caribbean Spanish.
Yeah, but then Caribbean, that's an area, but there's so many different subcultures within the Caribbean. But there's a lot of common things that hold the Caribbean together.
But the Caribbean is a region.
Yeah, I feel like there's more similarity. Like, there's more parity in the Caribbean between, like, Puerto Rican and Dominican culture, food, language than there is between New York and California. Like, those shared experiences are just not the same at all. We're talking about 3,000 miles of
Dominicans and Puerto Ricans get pissed off when you say that, though. Dominicans get pissed off when you can mistake them for Puerto Rican.
All right. Next time you get pissed off, don't go to the Dominican restaurant. I bet you will.
I'm not going in there.
Not you. Oh. I'm saying if Puerto Ricans are upset, then why are you going to a Dominican restaurant?
Yeah, I'm not
saying that you're not distinct. What I'm saying is there's enough similarity where you guys can't have unity within your culture.
And it's kind of hot for them right now. You know what I'm saying?
Why? Because of the garbage thing?
Because of ice. You know what I'm saying? They can't tell the difference.
Well, so the Dominicans, Dominicans about to be Puerto Rican.
That's what I'm saying. It's a little hot. You got the Diddy shit, Taylor? Listen to these voice memos,
But real quick, before the Diddy thing, it is an interesting. Who brought this up? This is I love these.
Oh, this was Nyla. Me and Nyla was having this. Me and Nyla have been having this debate for a while because we just been having. I just think it's a difference between shared lived experiences in culture.
Damn.
It's not the same to me. Shared lived experiences and culture, what your culture is two completely different things. Yes, I have shared lived experiences with a lot of black people, but black people in Charleston, South Carolina aren't the same as black people in Atlanta. Black people in Atlanta aren't the same as black people in Detroit. Black people in Detroit aren't the same as black people on the West Coast.
And we shouldn't look at them, and also it'd be cool if we get to a point where we stop defining black people through their oppression. Because I feel like that is the definition of them in America.
By the way, I feel the same way about white people.
That's a fair point.
Like
By their oppressing? Like, are we defining?
No, I'm just talking about in general. Like there's different cultures within white American culture. Of
course.
Like
Italians are one way.
Right here, no,
Jews
yes.
are one way. The Irish are one way.
Y'all look down on the rednecks.
Rednecks, and then you got like you got that Montana shit where it's like redneck, but it's also cold
Oh my
out.
God, that's that Yellowstone shit.
Yellowstone,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like it's all different. Like you don't lose you probably enjoy it because you like different things, but you lose your mind in South Dakota.
Bro, you want to know what's like sometimes uncomfortable environments for me? Like rich Northeast WASP culture. That's like these. I think, and Chris, you would probably know a lot about this, but this is like the last remnants of like the British colonial.
Well, I mean, most specifically, it's descendants of the Mayflower.
Interesting. Yeah.
Literally the Pilgrims. Like people,
Oh, wow.
if you see names like good enough, names that have like Massachusetts names that have enough in the last name, that means those people can trace directly back
Good
to
enough?
the Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But the WASP culture that we talk about, right? Like this kind of
Martha's Vineyard,
Yes.
Nantucket, Cape Cod, Preppy.
pretentious,
Yeah.
preppy,
Andover.
trust fund
White
kids,
Anglo-Saxon
nepo babies,
Protestants.
born on third base, think they hit a triple, like know how to use your fucking fork and spoon perfectly, laugh at you if you don't. Like
Yeah.
they are white, they look like me, they might have the exact same haircut as me, they live a few miles up north, or they even live on the Upper East Side, but I feel a distinct cultural separation
Absolutely.
from them. Yet people would probably look at us in the exact same way. And there's a perfect example of culture. Culture can be defined by race, especially in America because of those shared experiences you're talking about. But if we really want to be nuanced, like you and a Somali person that lives in Minnesota are both black. That Somali culture is
Totally
not
different
synonymous with the Geechee culture in
Nope.
South Carolina.
Totally different. I can go in New York. I can go from Little Italy and hang out with my guy over there. Then I can go to the Hasidic Jewish neighborhood, and it's literally totally different cultures and experiences.
Yeah.
I'm completely lost because
I think if you take a black American and they go overseas, people look at that person as a black American. So the fact that they can
Kill. Let's do some gay culture, Taylor.
Give us some gay culture.
Play Diddy's
them voice memos.
This is Diddy's voice memos from this Discovery ID doc. This proves that Diddy is the most horniest man in America. Let's hear it. Hold on, let me set it up again. He's talking to his assistant.
Okay.
So his assistant plays the voice memos from the documentary.
In the document.
In the documentary.
Phil, can you come back upstairs to help me set up the red light?
I would get a lot of voice notes from Diddy.
How often?
Daily.
Phil, I need some Cialis. And give me 20 Xanax, please. Hey, Phil, I need a plan B. I need 10 Adderall. The mushroom capsules, the microdose. Bring that out to me, please.
High and horny.
Just constant.
Just high and horny. Can you imagine being in a constant state of highness and horniness?
Wait,
That's not fair, actually.
you're a Scorpio, right?
Yeah.
October?
30th.
He's a November Scorpio. There's a difference.
What is the difference?
November Scorpios are different, I think.
Gay?
You got one? Your baby daddy November Scorpio?
No, he's
Oh, okay.
When's that baby coming out?
in July. All right,
June 29th.
No, it's July, I said.
June 29th. He's going to be a Cancer. What date? What's the due date?
July 12th.
Oh, shit.
Where you get the 29th?
Nah, you're going to have it at the end of June.
Yo.
If you are actually pregnant, you're going to have it at the end of June. You still
July
going to the ground.
4th, Independence Day for America. That'd be fire.
Either way, it's still a Cancer.
Yeah.
Why you say it's not fair that he's so high and horny?
Nah, because like Diddy's like known for parties and stuff like that, and usually when you're the host,
You want to have some
get
some
the party
favors.
favors and stuff
Y'all
like
ain't
that.
hear what he said. Play that
So
shit
if
again.
you
Y'all, you got. Let's just do this shit like a grocery list. You ain't hearing some of the things that he's requested.
Yeah,
bro.
but if you take every single voice note, chop it up for every time you ask him for something, that's gonna sound crazy.
Look what he's asking for.
What that makes
I've never asked for some of these things in my life. Play it.
Phil, can you come back upstairs to help me set up the red light?
I would
Never
get a
did
lot
that.
of voice notes from Diddy.
How often?
Daily.
Phil, I need some Cialis.
Never did
Give me
it.
20
Blue Chew,
Xanax,
yes, you have.
please.
Hold on, go
Phil,
back,
I
hold
need
on.
a plan B.
Yes, yeah.
Never did Cialis. Never did Cialis. Play it again. Play.
Phil, I need some Cialis.
Never did
Give me
it.
20 Xanax.
Never did it.
Hey, Phil, I need a plan B. I need...
Damn, I didn't even. Yeah.
Plan B the only one. Plan B is the only thing.
Technically, you haven't even done that.
Why?
Well, you didn't take it.
No, I didn't take it exactly.
Yeah, so you haven't done any of that shit.
But this is just disgusting.
Wait, why?
It's not disgusting.
Why?
I'm just fascinated by how horny and high he was all the time. It proves my theory
that it was drugs.
That he was trying to escape something. He's constantly trying to escape something, and his escape is drugs, alcohol, and sex.
What do you think he was trying to escape?
Just life, man. I mean, you just look at all of the stuff he's just got. I mean, just even the stuff that we just know. Like this, I mean, a constant state of grief.
Yeah.
This guy's lost everybody that was close to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you think about it, like people that he actually came up with, like his father and, you know, the Biggies of the world and his Old Security Wolf and, you know, Andre Harrell and Kim Porter and, you know, all of these people, Heavy D, all of these, it's a lot of grief that surrounds him. Not making excuses, I'm just saying, you know,
So he's trying to escape.
I think he's constantly trying to escape. And I always think about, and I can say this because somebody actually recorded it and it was out. It was the first Revolt music conference. And me and Andre Harrell, God bless the dead, we went into the trailer that Diddy was in. And I think this was right after Kim Porter had passed, God bless the dead. And he was just sitting there and he just was like, yeah, man. He was just like, man, I really appreciate all the conversations you be having around mental health, man. He said, man, I realize I've never been happy.
Damn. Wow.
That's what he said. He said, I realized, he said, I can't think of the last time I've been happy. And this was what, the first Revolt Music Conference, so I don't know, this was like 20, I don't know, 19, 18, 17, I don't freaking remember.
Did you want to hear the other ones?
What other ones?
The other audios of just the assistant talking to him and...
I'm all down. Let's play some more. Let's play some, what else you got?
That's crazy. Somebody like Diddy doesn't have his assistant under NDA.
Man, NDAs don't mean shit. NDAs mean as much as the Constitution.
Were the Wild King nights happening at these big star-studded events?
I think there's a difference and a disparity between what people think they were, meaning that there was hundreds of people engaging in these activities. That wasn't my experience.
How many people would typically be there?
It's a small batch of people.
What would he require for a Wild King night?
I mean, we usually had a laundry list of items that included lights, alcohol, marijuana, ketamine, Molly, baby oil, and Astroglide were very important. Candles, incense, Apple TVs, electronics, computers, iPads, you know, male libido supplements, stuff like that. Those requests started to become more frequent. They started to occur on a daily basis.
Y'all don't listen to words. This man said baby oil. Out of everything he named, he said baby oil and Astroglide were very important. God damn. Very important?
Yeah.
He was making people walk to Brooklyn for cheeks, man. You know what I'm saying? He was making you walk to Brooklyn for cheeks.
Oh, man.
God damn, yo. The horniest, highest man alive.
I wonder who introduced him to it.
Introduced him to what? Horniness?
No, just like wanting the pills to like. Why can't
like
you
who was
regular
his maker?
sex? Yeah.
Like a vampire? You ever seen True who turned him into the vampire that he became? Who is that what you're saying?
Yo, we gotta kill that guy. We gotta kill that guy.
What?
You kill him. You knock out all the Diddy disciples.
God damn.
Did he know his dad?
No, his dad died. His dad got killed when he was young.
Damn.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Watch the 15th Diddy documentary that's available online. You got the one where he said his studio sessions? Do you got that one? This shit is crazy. The shower shit.
Wait,
play that one for shows. This is what an artist said Diddy used to require. Yeah, play this one. You got that one?
Yeah.
We were at Puffy's Los Angeles house working in the studio. He says, I want to work in my bathroom. Everybody bring everything. So we break down the studio, get the instruments, and go to his bathroom as usual. And he strips himself in front of us and jumps right into the shower. But he's looking directly at me. You know what I mean? I found myself getting a pat on my butt felt uncomfortable and still feels uncomfortable.
Why y'all laughing at me?
Nah, because he said, I found myself getting a pat on the butt. What you mean you found yourself, son? Where were you lost? Like, what do you mean I found myself?
I didn't know where my butt was till somebody patted it. I didn't know where my butt was till somebody patted on it. Like, oh, there it goes. That's my butt. You know what I'm saying?
You found it.
You found it. Here's the thing, man. I'm not mature. I can honestly admit, I'm not mature enough for this.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of comedy in this,
That's a great take, yo. That's a great take. That's fire. Yo, I'm not mature enough.
I'm not mature enough,
So if
bro.
you tell me anything about it, keep that in mind. I'm not going to have the maturity to handle it. It's your fault for even asking me about it.
Because it's a boy or a
Yes.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
It is the truth. Nobody takes it serious when it's us, bro.
He took it serious.
Especially when it's an adult. If you're a grown up, you talking about some kids, are we like, okay, all right, you wildin'. But if it's like two male adults, bro.
If somebody found your ass for you in the shower, we gonna laugh at that a little bit.
Jess Hilarious this morning said, why didn't they just walk off? Instead of walking to Brooklyn for cheeks, why didn't they just walk off?
Yeah.
It ain't the easiest thing to do once you get penetrated.
Yeah, once you get penetrated, you're there for life. Bad boy for life.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They ain't the easiest walk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's not the easiest walk. You know? Listen, women have been telling the lie for years that, a man did it so good to me, he tore it up so much that I couldn't walk. No, that's never happened. Y'all have babies. Now, a man taking it up that.
No.
That's a hard place. You ain't just get up. You ain't just getting up after that, bro. No.
Different. You ain't sitting down either.
You ain't sitting down. I don't care how much Astroglide you use.
Yeah.
You ain't just getting up and just walking that off.
No, you gotta lay in your stomach. You just gotta lay in your stomach.
And it might happen again.
Nah, you gotta
Okay, laying on your stomach, that's how it started, Schultz.
Yeah. But you got to though. That's the only situation. Fuck. So he was all the people that work for him. Is that the idea? Is that the idea? It's not funny, guys.
It's not funny.
Imagine you got your dream job.
By the way, it is funny.
You're working for Sean. What is it? What was the Sean John?
Sean John.
You're working for Sean John. You're designing clothes, right?
Let me ask you a question. What are the origins
Yeah.
of the word funny in reference to gay people? Because that was a word that they used to use for gay people. We don't use it as much anymore. But back in the day, it's like, oh, he's funny.
Yeah, you're a little funny.
Why?
Well, because when a guy another guy's, it's funny.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Why it is?
That's funny.
It's hilarious.
No, that's hilarious.
I don't know.
That's hilarious.
I don't know why it's funny.
It's funny. I don't know how they don't laugh. I don't know how they not in there like,
No, if you're the bottom, you better laugh. You better laugh to keep from crying. Okay, more Astroglide. You know what I'm saying?
But if you're a top, how you not be like, yo, pause.
This is funny as shit.
Hey, yo.
That's true.
Hey, yo. You gay. Yo, this guy's hilarious right here.
Excuse me?
I have a story to tell you, but I'm not going to say it on here.
Don't do
Wait,
that.
what do you mean?
You can't do that. You
What's
gotta
the story?
say it.
What's the story?
It's just funny, like, a gay guy, he was telling me how he felt a type of way that a girl was, like, basically harassed him. Like, she took his dick out and sucked it, and he felt violated. Like, and he's like, now I know how girls feel because, like...
Yeah, that's
that's
we need
serious.
to fucking
That's
start
serious.
bringing her up on charges right now.
Yeah, nah. There's
Why
a
would she
woman
do
walking around gay like that?
Yes, without consent.
Yeah, he was...
She need to get off the fucking streets right now.
Who the fuck is this girl, man?
You should do your duty.
I sure hope that neither of us get fire. I sure hope.
I'm definitely calling.
I sure hope.
I'm 100%.
I sure hope she doesn't walk up to any guy in this room and just pull it out against our will and suck all the out of it.
Has a guy ever done that? Like got caught cheating by his girl?
I had a joke about that shit.
What?
Fuck, it was some girl. Yeah, my girl caught me cheating and she walked in the room. I said, help me! Get her off of me!
She told me if I take it out of her mouth, she'll bite it. I'm serious, man. Okay, enough.
Nah, for real though.
Fucking no.
For real though. We need to find out who that girl is and just make sure she does not do that to anybody.
Stop.
No, for real.
And you walking around here laughing, Taylor.
Taylor,
you know what you said?
It's
I'm
funny
gonna tell
to you?
y'all something, but it's funny.
Yeah.
That's what you said.
No, I didn't. I said,
That's
I'm not
exactly
gonna
what you
say it
said.
on here.
It's funny when it happens to gay guys.
I didn't say that.
But when a girl
the
walks up to guys.
What are the origins of the word, Taylor? Ask ChatGPT. Why did gay people get referred to as funny? I got ChatGPT right here. Hold on. Why did gay people used to be called funny? The term funny as a euphemism for being gay likely comes from a time when direct discussions about homosexuality were avoided, especially in more conservative or repressive societies. People often use coded or ambiguous language to refer to things considered taboo or socially insensitive. Funny can mean unusual or different. Since LGBTQ plus identifies were historically marginalized, people might have used funny as a subtle way to acknowledge someone's non-hetero behavior without being direct. Man. Oh, okay, this is a good. Association with humor. LGBTQ plus individuals, especially in entertainment and theater, have historically been associated with wit, flamboyance, and humor. This may have reinforced the link between funny and being different or expressive in a way that deviated from traditional gender and sexual norms, are a code with the community, just as other euphemisms like confirmed bachelor or lighten the loafers were used funny. Funny may have been an informal or coded way for people to talk about gay individuals, particularly in times when homosexuality was criminalized and heavily stigmatized. Now that's fucked up.
That is fucked up.
There's a lot of gay comics.
Why?
Because there's probably a lot of gay comics in that era who gay men used to be like, yo, he's so funny. No, he's funny. Like, make your stomach hurt funny. Like, I laughed my ass off funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's probably what the fuck it was.
I'll be honest, I don't know what's going on.
Because you're a funny comedian. That's why. Gay means happy.
Yeah.
And if the funny.
I'll be honest, I don't know, man. I don't know.
You want to do some all memes matter? You want to pay some bills? What?
No, we can do a little all memes matter.
Okay, let's start with
pay bills first.
Oh, God.
Damn.
Right.
Damn. We not your kid. You fucking tell us what to do. Okay?
Yeah, it was a long segment already.
Knock it out, shows.
All right, I got you. Ready? All right, guys, let's take a break for a second. Listen, you sign up for something, forget about it. After the trial, they're pregnant.
You said you were thinking about me a lot this weekend.
I absolutely was thinking about you a lot this weekend.
Why?
Well, because I'm just really excited for you.
Oh.
I texted you why.
I know you did, but unlike Charlemagne.
I don't believe it. I did get her a little card, though.
Aww.
I got her a card. I was at
What's the card say though?
I was at Green Light Bookstore. We had a book signing for Anita Kopax.
Yeah.
The Wind on Her Tongue, book 2 of the Daughters of Three Water trilogy, which is available now. We had a book signing for her, and there was an amazing card that had Rihanna on the front. It was Rihanna when she was pregnant, and she had her belly out, and it said, "I'm Riri happy for you." And when I opened I signed it on the inside. What did I say? I forgot. I still don't believe you.
I'll just go along with
I don't believe you, but I'll go along with it. Congratulations. That's why I ain't put no money in the card. None of that. Okay? None of that. Okay? It's got you a little card, and the jury is still out.
I think she's pregnant.
Why do you think this?
Because she's saying.
Why? But Charlemagne, as long as you
Daphne said she was pregnant too. Daphne Springs said she was pregnant. I'm not gonna tell the joke, Daphne. But Daphne, you said you was pregnant too.
When have I ever lied about that? Ever?
You've never been pregnant.
But I'm just saying though, like, when have I ever joked or anything about that?
How are you dealing with your pregnancy? How was the reaction online?
Oh, everyone was saying congratulations. I
Yeah?
appreciate the support. Yeah.
Yeah? Some good positive
Yes.
reinforcement?
Yes.
Good.
They loved your reaction though.
What was my reaction?
You just were genuinely happy. That's all.
I'm gonna be genuinely happy too once we find out that this is real.
I told you what I was saying in the okay. I told you what I was saying in the but in the text, it's just like the most amazing thing that will ever happen to you, and there's no way to describe it, and it just makes every aspect of your life better. And it's also the hardest thing you're ever gonna do.
Yeah,
but it's like you just look at them, and it's the coolest thing you've ever seen in your life every single day.
I mean, I feel this way when I guess now, because I'm having one now, but even when I see my nieces and nephews.
Fuck
Not
them
the same.
kids.
Oh, dude, it is.
I'm sure it's,
You gonna look at your nieces and stuff like dogs.
Yeah, literally. They just don't matter.
No, seriously. You know how people be like, "Yo, my pets are my babies." Yeah, everybody said that till they get babies. And then you like,
Bro, last
you're not
night-
gonna just let your baby go outside to piss.
This is so embarrassing, but like last night, now you know how like Instagram tells your friends what you like?
I hate that shit.
So last night, I don't know, I was like a little emotional or something like that. And Instagram caught me on a nice little rabbit hole. And it was just like,
Was this after you watched the Meatball in Peace?
yeah, it was right after I did
Okay.
Meatball. No, they caught me in a nice little rabbit hole of like dads doing really dope shit or being really thoughtful, or you know when like a beautiful moments, you know, with a father and her kid or something like that. And I was sitting on the toilet just bawling my fucking eyes off. It was, and then the next morning I get a text to the group chat and it's like, yo, this new Instagram feature that shows your friends what you like is really telling about what content you guys enjoy online. And
I didn't know that.
Yeah, be careful what you like.
How do we do it? Look at I don't like shit, so
So,
I don't ever like shit. Ever.
Oh man, I had
Like
some
anything you've ever seen me like has been on accident. And I catch myself because I want to like that Fraggle Maggot and Peas video, but then like the American algorithm might take us down a rabbit hole that we're not ready for. Wait a minute,
yeah.
That's not rabbit. I know a rabbit hole when I smell one. This ain't a rabbit
Tell
hole.
about her book, yo. Tell us about the book.
Tamika Mallory. I live to tell the story.
Said, oh, we never told the story.
What story?
When we were in St. Bart's and I finally got to see if he could breathe
Was I
underwater
breathing
or not.
underwater or not?
The second we're in the ocean, he dives in the ocean. He's trying to show off his little swimming. You know what I mean? Like, you know,
Tell him.
No. He was trying to show off, like, you know how, like, when you're on a court and you're not, like, jumping and dunking, but you try and do some crossovers to let everybody know that you could hoop? Like, that was him. Like, he
I
was
was
getting his
representing for us.
You go
First
deep
of
into
all,
the water?
yes. Well, no, not really. But first of all, being that there was a lot of white people out there, I had to represent. They say we can't swim.
Nah, he went out there. He's like, I just want all y'all to know what you thought is wrong.
That's right.
And he was out there swimming. My man was swimming. Okay.
And then talk
so we
about
go, yo, so now's the time to prove it. You say you could breathe underwater. Go for it. And Charlamagne goes, no problem. Goes underwater for about 20 seconds.
That's not true. That's not true.
Comes up and he goes, see?
I was down there for like.
I go, what?
I got bored.
He goes,
I could have
what?
stayed down there, but I got bored.
He goes, see? And we're like, what do you mean, see? He goes, ain't no way anybody could be down there that long if they weren't breathing underwater.
And then here comes Dove.
Here comes Dove.
Dove was underneath that water for at least 4 minutes, bro.
Yeah, but he was swimming like this, and his nose was like a submarine.
No, this is the funniest shit. Dove was under there for a long time to the point. I'm like, yo, where Dove at? Shows was like underwater. I said, damn, he been under there for a long time. And Shows like he's breathing through his asshole. Show said Dove was breathing through his ass. And so I'm like, yes, try it.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried to breathe underwater?
No.
That's my point.
Why
Just
would you try
it.
to?
Who says we can't do it? You've never tried it.
Our biology does.
Try
That's a
it.
good point. The biology does say that. That's a
Try
fantastic
it.
point.
Just try it.
People have tried it.
No, they haven't.
Yes, they have.
Panic. And
I've choked drinking
Exactly.
Yeah.
you ain't got no gag reflex. That's why you haven't moved up in this business enough. That way you want to. That's exactly why you'd have 7 WTF studios if you had a better gag
Yo,
reflex.
for real.
You only got 2. Stop with the head in the little
got 5.
and get the fucking throw
I need
like
to see
a fucking man, Alex.
I need to see Alex's voice notes, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I need to see his voice notes. I need 10 Tylenol.
You know, learn to suck like a man.
Come on.
Like an entrepreneur.
Y'all crazy.
Do you want to be successful in this business or not, Al? What?
I don't want to be that successful.
Do y'all want to watch the news report?
My
Y'all
God.
want to go straight to?
Nah,
Yo,
play the
that's
news
the
report.
best. That's the best video.
Detroit
No,
rapper.
Charlamagne.
Huh?
My God. The girl is doing a podcast and her wig falls off.
Oh, hilarious.
That is the best
Hilarious.
video.
Hilarious. Detroit rapper Dake the Most Does what? What does that say?
Sues Lyft.
Sues Lyft after being denied service due to her weight. Says she has been in cars smaller than that before. It really hurt my feelings. Okay.
Y'all want to watch the actual video?
Yeah, play the video, man.
What you saying?
Yeah, I got no space, Mom. My car is small.
I can fit in this car.
But believe me, you can.
Yes, I can.
Believe me.
What am I gonna do about my money?
Believe me.
You
can't. You're not gonna be charged.
So you telling me I can't get in the lift because I can't fit in your car?
Yes. Yeah, you need to order a bigger car.
What make you think I can't fit in the car?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What makes you think I can't fit in this car?
Because the car is small in the back.
My best friend has a Benz that's newer than this that I can fit in. That's the same size.
All right.
I'm sorry.
We got it.
So you really telling
She could fit in the car.
I think the Lyft driver gave her great advice. He told her call Uber XL.
Now.
He did. He told her call Uber XL. I don't see the problem with any of this, bro.
She's trying to be cheap.
Nah, she could fit in the car. Like, it's...
She can. She's going to be uncomfortable, not the Lyft driver.
Yeah, she
You
could fit in
don't
the
know
car.
that.
She could fit in the car.
Because he was,
but she gonna mess up the suspension.
The suspension that car might start fucking hit the back. So I'm saying, like, I don't have a problem with anything. That he wasn't rude. He wasn't disrespectful. He told her what the issue was. He could have been, you know what a rule would have been? Just driving off. Because he could have just did that. He could have just canceled the ride and drove the fuck off.
What if she jumped on the car?
Nah, she ain't got
Why would she
He could have been, he gave her good advice. Go get Uber XL. He could have been like, yo, why don't you call forklift? But no, he didn't. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do that. He wasn't disrespectful. Like, he was not disrespectful. Like, there's a lot, like, we know assholes, bro. Like, he was not, there was a lot of empathy in what he was saying.
Do you hear this guy?
There was a lot,
Do you hear this guy? Why don't you call a forklift?
I didn't say that. No, I did say that, but what I mean is, I'm saying, I meant that.
Hasn't she lifted a fork enough?
Come on now.
It's what
Come
we
on
do.
now. Come
It's
on
what
now.
we do.
Come on, man.
It's what we do.
We don't even try, baby. Okay?
Damn, bro. Damn, bro.
You know, we can move on.
That's it.
We don't even have to talk about this.
Ain't nothing else to say. Ain't nothing else to say over here.
We can move on,
That's
Taylor
fire,
Gang.
man.
What else we got, Taylor?
Well, can I just say something, though? You
Yes.
said it earlier.
What?
Because y'all did Breakfast Club Court. Because in the news report, they're trying to basically say, like, we shouldn't discriminate. Because now, you know, what if it was a Lyft driver trying to discriminate against a black person? Like, trying to equate that to...
Here's the thing, man. God bless Dake the most. You know, if her feelings are hurt, I'm sorry she had to go through this. But the reality of the situation is, when you are that size, people are going to make choices. And those choices may not be in your benefit. When you walking on a plane, somebody gonna be like, somebody gonna pull you to the side and be like, excuse me, you know.
Allah Akbar.
You supposed to...
You got to hit her with the Allah Akbar. Yo.
They're gonna be like, yo, you gotta buy 2 seats.
Nah.
Maybe 3.
You know what she heard?
Or you might get a disrespectful ass flight attendant and be like, yo, why are you here? You should be flying cargo. But ain't nobody gonna do that. No, what I'm saying is there's assholes out here. And you don't have to
scream
be one.
Allah Akbar. She just goes, did someone say Allah Snack Bar?
All you can eat snack bar. What? There's an all you can eat snack bar on the plane. Since when do planes have snack bars? Listen, all I'm simply saying is, I thought the guy handled it well. If she was at an amusement park,
yeah,
they're not gonna let her on certain rides.
Which ones?
None of them. She's real. What ride could she get on?
Bumper cars.
Nah, bro.
They just have her run around out there.
Listen, she be at Disney.
Stop, that's fucked up.
That
fell too far.
She be at Disney.
That fell too far.
Well, listen, if she's at Disney, they're not gonna let her get on It's a Small World. That's not. That's not funny. None of this is funny.
No, that was funny.
What are you doing those cups that like turn
The
into
magic teacups?
Yeah.
Shit.
She could.
I mean, she can go to SeaWorld and get paid.
All right. Okay. All right, Alex, you went too far.
No, that was crazy.
Went too
You should be able to
far.
sue if you're walking around SeaWorld and someone throws a fish in your mouth out of nowhere. You should be able to sue. You should be able to sue SeaWorld for that. If you're just walking through SeaWorld looking at the penguin exhibit and someone goes, oh shit, one got out, and then throws a fish at your head, I'm not mature enough to talk about this, yo.
Right.
I'm not mature
Me
enough
neither,
to talk
man.
about
I'm
this.
not mature because I am a notorious fat shamer.
Yeah.
For decades.
I am a bigot of big backs. Yo, a woman called the radio station this morning and said, show me you don't like big fat people anyway. That is not true. I love fat people, but you know what I love even more? Fat people jokes.
Fat people jokes are
Jokes, they
good.
hit. We grew up in the era of your mama so fat.
Yeah.
Like that was how my brain was trained.
Yeah.
I originally learned how to tell fat jokes because of fat people.
Yeah. This is culture. This is our culture.
This is culture.
This is our culture. We can't. You're gonna tell us to extinguish our culture?
This is culture,
Are you
man.
gonna say our culture's not welcome in this
And
country?
guess what? Every fat person I knew that was funny. They was funny. So
Hell
if you had
yeah.
them jokes for them, they was coming back with
I
jokes
bet
for
she
you.
got jokes. I bet she got jokes. It's
know-
rare that fat people got no jokes.
There was a fat girl in our school, man, in high school, man. She used to, I told you before, she wore a purple Phoenix Suns starter jacket. And the logo of the Phoenix Sun is the sun, and it used to be on her back.
Yep.
And we used to go around her and just walk around in circles.
You're
Just rotating
an
around the sun. Just rotating around the sun. Over and over. Like,
And y'all might make her cry now.
never. She had jokes.
She had jokes.
She had jokes. I didn't grow up around since. There was, you know what's so funny? No, I'm gonna tell you something. The sensitive people I grew up around was other guys, and there's only one guy that was very, 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 very sensitive. Very sensitive. Very sensitive. And I refuse to say what I've told this story before. Find old episodes of Brilliant Idiots if you want to hear that story. But he was sensitive.
But
Okay?
she was never sensitive. She just made fun of you.
Never sensitive.
She called you gay.
Listen, one day she fell.
You know what planet you were?
No. She didn't call me gay. She called me Fraggle Mac. In the 90s.
Yeah. what planet were you rotating her?
Uranus?
There it is.
We're not mature enough for these conversations.
Clearly.
One day she fell. She was coming off the steps, and she fell, and she fell on her stomach.
Oh, no.
And she was on the ground like this, and we're dying laughing. She was laughing too because she couldn't get up. So she's doing this, and she's like, ha, 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 ha. Then after a while, she's like, all right, for real, help me. I can't get up.
And you helped her, of course.
No, I'm not that strong. I was fucking in second grade. I'm like, if nobody else is gonna help me, if nobody,
You try to help him. You know what I mean? You try to help this guy.
No, if nobody's gonna help me,
you can't do it by yourself.
I cannot do it by myself.
You got to get down there with her.
And you know what that lesson taught me?
What?
Lose some fucking weight.
And did that person end up losing weight and having a long, productive life?
I don't know, but you know why you need to lose weight?
It's healthy.
Think of your pallbearers.
Ooh.
A lot of us don't have that many friends. If you on Instagram and you 400 pounds, but you putting quotes like, my circle's so small, it's a dot. Who the fuck is gonna carry your casket?
They should drain them out for that.
But you,
Don't you think? Like,
Oh my God.
they don't need to die fat. Just drain them out.
I'll cremate them.
Don't ask to talk about serious shit, man.
We're not mature
enough.
She's a rapper, so like you said, she's getting this much attention.
She got bars, probably.
She got plenty of them.
Kit Kats.
Kit Kat, Three Musketeers, Snickers. Stop! I told you to go, Taylor. I
Go
told
to
you leave
another
this-
topic,
I told you
yo.
to leave this topic a long time ago, but you kept on.
Yo, we're
They
not
told you to
mature
leave this
enough,
topic.
Taylor.
You weren't
Taylor,
listening,
we're
Taylor.
not mature enough.
Not
I'm
mature
trying
enough.
to tell you
I'm in here
this.
sweating this shit.
Y'all are mature for this one.
What?
Oh man.
I gotta go get a hand towel. I'll be right back. I'll be back. When you get the ice, I'll be back.
Oh my gosh.
Let me tell you something, man. U.S. Senate candidate Sam Parker called to deport Selena Gomez. She fires back. This is the energy I like, yo.
From whom?
Both.
Talk to me.
Because Selena was expressing her feelings, rightfully so. She was upset because there's so many Mexicans being deported, and she play the clip, Taylor. Play the clip.
So sorry. All my people are getting attacked. The children. They don't understand. I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't. I don't know what to do. I'll try everything, I promise.
So Selena broke down about the deportation of Mexican people following Trump's executive orders. I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't. Now, what did the senator say? Sam Parker. Is he a senator?
Well, real quick before we go to what he said,
it was only 3 words.
Oh, deport Selena Gomez.
Deport Selena Gomez.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
hey.
okay. First of all, like, it is weird to like post videos of yourself crying on the internet. I do find that weird because it seems a little performative. So I understand that, but like being really sad that people are getting sent home, and not people who have committed crimes, not like murderers, not rapists, not gang members, like people who did come here illegally, but they have families here and they have a life here, and being sent home and feeling emotional about that is okay.
Absolutely.
I empathize with that feeling. I think we should all feel sad about that. Like you can also feel like illegal people should be sent away and sad that their lives are being disrupted. Both of those things can exist. You don't have to do this deport Selena Gomez shit so that you can get a bunch of fucking retweets. Like, that's corny politics to me.
Corny politics.
Yeah.
But slaps on social media.
But it don't hit that hard. Like, if you're gonna do it, it gotta hit hard.
But doesn't it speak to their base?
But like, I'll be honest with you.
Go to Selena's response.
What did she say?
I just like the energy of it all. I like the fact that Selena felt the way she felt, he felt the way he felt, but then Selena didn't. She didn't play victim. That's right.
What did she say?
She didn't come back like, oh, I'm sad. That was disrespectful. Blah blah blah. Find it, Taylor.
She said kill. Sam Parker.
No.
Someone else.
She ain't go that crazy.
What'd she say? What did Selena say?
Where's it at, Taylor?
Picked up illegal.
Just put Selena Gomez response. Oh yeah. Oh, Mr. Parker, thanks for the laugh and the threat. Because that's what it was. It was a laugh, and it was a threat.
I guess.
I like the response.
I
like the response, man.
I need bars. Who is Sam Parker? Where is he?
I think he's Utah.
He's Utah? I like the response. I just like the energy of this because here's the reality of the situation. Yes, people are getting sent home, that are here illegally, but they're making a show of it. So if they're going to make a show of it, then the people who are against it should make a show of it too.
I don't like this. Like, I like sending away criminals. I like sending away people who have broken the law. But I'm just like, yo, lock up that border, build a wall, make the border as secure as fucking possible. Nobody can sneak in. And the people who already have like established lives, families here who are working, being productive, maybe hopefully one day citizens of America, sending them back for optics.
So
I don't think
text your
that's
guy.
What do you mean text him? I told him that day when I spoke to him.
Oh, you did on the
Yes, of course. And I asked him specifically for this.
I think most people are on board with deporting any illegal that has committed a crime.
Yeah.
Like, I think there's bipartisan support of that. I think the tricky thing comes, and honestly, I have empathy. Like, you're a business owner.
Yeah.
There's been people, I'm not trying to out you, but like there's been people I'm sure that might not have had like legal citizenship that have maybe worked in various businesses.
that's true.
And it's like, I've definitely been taken care of as a kid by people that weren't legal, babysitters and stuff. So there are people that maybe would like a path to citizenship that I have a lot of empathy for.
You have to start with the criminals.
Agreed.
Okay. Look,
But maybe we can.
It's very tough.
Maybe we can open our hearts a little bit to the people who are trying to be, good, hardworking Americans.
I do remember that part.
Listen, everything that I felt in that interview, I asked. Everything that was
yeah.
important for me, and this was an important thing for me.
Yeah, it's interesting. Here's the thing that's interesting to me about it, right? If Latinos voted for Donald Trump, more than 50% of Latinos voted for Donald Trump.
But they don't want the illegal immigration too. The illusion is that they are okay with the illegal immigration just because they're Latinos. And that is, like we were talking about, cultural misunderstanding. If you are Latino, but you've lived in America for 2 generations, you feel like a lot of conservative Americans feel about illegal immigration.
As Ida Rodriguez once said, there's a lot of Latinos who think that they're white.
No, that doesn't make you white. That
No,
just
it don't
makes
make you white, but some of
conservative
them
American.
culturally have adopted a lot of conservative values.
But conservative doesn't make white. Like, I think every immigrant that comes to America is conservative. Like, literally, the countries that they come from and they leave, the values of those countries reflect conservative values much more than liberal ones. You think these people coming from these third world oppressed countries are like, yeah, we should... No, not at all. They're like, what the fuck is going on? Why?
Oh, that was the pardons. I'm bugging.
Yeah, that was the pardons.
But he should have looked. He should be looking at this on a case by case basis.
Prove it's the worst of the worst.
Prove it's the worst of the worst. Heavy Mexican. You know what I realized we have a heavy Mexican fan base when we had Letty on. And we started a lie about how Van hates Mexicans.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that kind of still sticks to him a little bit.
No way.
Yeah.
Van hates Mexicans? I
Right?
agree.
You know what I mean?
Shout out Mexicans, bro. The greatest.
I gotta show
We
you.
might be the luckiest country in history to have a neighbor next door that is that awesome. Like I think there are very few people who are upset at the cultural influences in America from the Mexican people.
To be honest with you, I don't even see what the issue is. Here's the thing. Forget the race of the people.
If the culture, the energy,
if you're not,
incredible.
but I'm saying if you're not from here and you get the privilege of living in this great country and you commit horrendous crimes,
gotta go.
You should be deported
immediately.
Period. You know what I mean? Because it's not. That's the other thing. It's not just Mexicans. Like it's Haitians, it's Africans,
Guatemalans,
it's Chinese,
100%.
It's Indian. India got a big illegal immigrant.
T.S. Madison is alive on What the fuck? Oh, she just ended it. Boo. Party pooper. Such a fucking party pooper.
Do they?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Look it up.
I thought they got the H-1B visas.
Yeah, some of them, not all of them. No, I was just reading about it the other day. I meant to ask Vivek about that when we had him on the show.
Yeah.
You see, they got Vivek the fuck up out of Doge.
We were talking about that. They did.
Oh, he did the show?
Yeah.
Oh, word, dope.
Yeah, I think him and Elon had different ideas for Doge, and Elon was like, well, my idea is the idea for Doge.
I think Vivek got sporty with those tweets.
Oh, that they also.
And that's what I think. I think Vivek got sporty with those tweets and was calling them lazy Americans and basically saying this is why y'all got to bring us over here, blah, blah, blah. And they did not like that shit. The MAGA reaction to that was, yes. And I think that, and I told him, I was like, I said, listen, I hear everything you're saying about the Elon and all that shit, but I don't believe nothing you're saying right now. I believe they got you the fuck up out of here because of those tweets and because of the fact that,
But the irony is that Elon is the perfect example to prove Vivek's point. Elon not from here.
Yeah.
Just remember that before you cancel the H-1B visas, your boy Elon is here on an H-1B visa.
What you think about Elon with the Hail Hitler, bro?
This is a perfect example. This is a perfect example of like the ridiculousness that you just have to acknowledge. So what we do forever in politics, both sides do this, is like they'll do something bad, whether it's on purpose or a mistake, and then they'll just gaslight the opposition instead of just acknowledging it. Yeah, it looked fucking insane. So what you should do is get on Twitter and be like, yo, that looked fucking insane. I just saw the video, not what I meant at all. That looked crazy. What you don't do is go, oh, you guys are being absurd. You guys are being crazy. Stop playing around. Because that's what Democrats did for 4 years, and that drove Republicans crazy. Anytime Republicans ask a question about something, they're like, wow, what's up with the hormones and the kids? They're like, oh, that's not a big deal. Stop making a big deal of
Don't
this.
tell me I'm not seeing what I'm seeing.
Exactly. And all you have to do is acknowledge, right, what's wrong. Now, here's the problem with politics. The second you acknowledge what's wrong, the opposition uses it against you to get you the fuck out of here, right? So, like, Newsom can't go, yeah, we might have made some mistakes that, it wasn't our intention for these decisions that we made to affect the fires negatively, but we made some decisions that affected the fires negatively, and we wish we could have made a different choice that would have potentially limited what happened with these fires. He can't say that because then Republicans are going to beat him over the head and get him the fuck out of here.
But the crazy
so
part
then you lie. You just gaslight.
But it's obvious.
That's to us.
Like, we
obvious.
see it. We see the legislation. We see the budget cuts to the fire department. We see these things. Like it happened. Like
yeah, but you also see Trump never take accountability for anything he does, and now he's the president. So
that don't have.
You're not incentivized to.
Yo, I keep telling y'all, Trump is not the president because of anything other than great promotion and marketing.
How much you want to bet?
Part of the great marketing is never admitting to doing anything wrong.
Here's how you will be able to tell if Elon thought it was inappropriate or not. Does he do it next time he's on stage? If he doesn't do it the next time he's on stage, he's acknowledging that it made people feel uncomfortable. It was a little weird. And it's probably not something that he should do, and it distracts from the issues what they're trying to get accomplished.
Yeah.
If he continues to do it, then he really doesn't believe it's an issue. But my suspicion is he will not continue to do it because he saw how it made people feel.
I don't think Elon gives a fuck about how people feel.
Oh, I think he cares.
Nah.
I think
that's the thing. Like, even when I saw the ADL and the statement that they put out, which was
because they defended him,
it was so weak. It's like, come on, bro. Yeah,
what do you mean?
So weak.
I was very disappointed.
Wait, do y'all think he's really a Nazi and waited for that day to let everybody know, yo,
No,
Nazis
but I
are
think
popping?
but pull up the
stop it.
but pull up the ADL statement. No, it ain't about this.
Andrew.
You can do something stupid and wrong and also not be a Nazi.
How long have you known me, Schultz?
12 years.
What is one thing I love? Consistency. You cannot be the ADL and then all of a sudden a guy throws up 2 Hail Hitlers and you say, let's give him some grace? The ADL don't ever give nobody.
It was
no
also the
grace.
tweet. That tweet was. There's not a lot of
Well,
stuff.
that's when the ADL started. The ADL.
There's not a lot of stuff that offends me. He tried to make a pun on different SS. I wrote it down.
Well, the ADL came back and said they talked
that. I was like, yo, fuck
got him
you,
for that.
man.
What
Like
did he say? What did he say?
Don't say Hess, a play on Hess, to Nazi accusations. Some people will Goebbels down anything. Stop goring your enemies. His pronouns would have been he, Himmler. Bet you didn't not see that coming.
And that's what the ADL, the headline.
Like, yo, fuck you.
But see,
Like,
the ADL took issue with the Nazi puns, but they defended them for the 2 Hail Hitlers. But I think that they only took offense to the Nazi puns because of the backlash they got because they didn't come out strong enough against the Hail Hitlers.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
You don't even have to go up and apologize. You can just validate how it made some people feel. You don't have to say I'm a bad person. You don't have to say that I believe these things that people are saying about me. You just have to be like, yo, I watched it. That shit looked crazy. It was not how it made people feel was not what my intention was at all. I probably got to find a different salute next time I'm on stage. If you just said that.
We said what Elon should say weeks ago.
What was it?
I'm retarded.
That also works.
That's it.
That also works.
I'm just saying, if someone tells you who they are, believe.
And then he told
Andrew, that tweet is wild.
And then he had a crazy.
The tweet is wild.
And then he told Germans to move past the guilt. Like you can't tell the people who say never forget to move past the guilt, bro.
I mean, I think you can. I think you Germans now, the ones that had nothing to do with it and they're 25 years old, can move past the guilt. I don't think you have to feel guilty for the sins of your grandfather. Like, you don't feel guilty for the sins of your grandfather. You don't feel guilty for the sins of yours. You don't feel guilty for the sins of yours. I don't feel guilty for the sins of mine. So I think there is something to it. Is it the right time for him to tweet that out? No. But I think there is. I think there's a little space between, yes, this is Elon coming out as a Nazi, and yes, this is a guy who fucked up. Like, I think if we allow that grace for both parties, I think we'll have way better communication.
But the ADL can't allow this grace. The ADL said this is a delicate moment, it's a new day, and yet so many are on edge. Our politics are inflamed, and social media only adds to the anxiety. It seems that Elon Musk made an awkward gesture in a moment of enthusiasm, not a Nazi salute, but again, we appreciate that people are on edge. In this moment, all sides should give one another a bit of grace, perhaps even the benefit of the doubt, and take a breath. This is a new beginning. Let's hope for healing and work toward unity in the months and years ahead. Bro, Kyrie Irving just posted a book.
Yeah, it was disappointing.
Kyrie Irving posted a book.
But what was the book?
It was a book off.
No, it was a movie.
It was a movie.
It was a link to a movie
Yeah,
where
I think that's listen. I think it's a little different if Elon is posting. What is Hitler's book again?
Mein Kampf.
If he's posting Mein Kampf, I think that there's going to be some criticism of it. If Kyrie's posting a book that
a movie
that reinforces some of these anti-Semitic tropes, I think there can be some pushback on it.
But can I not watch a movie?
No, you can watch whatever you want to watch.
By the way, he didn't put no context to it. That's my point. I want to know what the context is. Like, they didn't even put context. They jumped on Kyrie without knowing anything. That's my point.
So then put context.
And that's my point.
Yeah.
But Kyrie didn't put no context. They didn't. All I'm saying is they didn't give Kyrie
they
grace.
established a precedent.
I wouldn't compare these two.
Well, forget Kyrie.
This is what I would say. If you took, I've seen all the stuff with the other politicians giving similar.
I hate that. That's stupid
right.
too.
But anyway, let's just say you take the his motion, whatever it was, and isolate it. Yes, I can see what you're saying.
It was too many fingers.
But when you add the speech in Germany on one side of that, when you add that tweet on the other side of it, I have a very hard time.
Can I just be honest?
And also before that, they said he was letting so much anti-Semitic rhetoric go up on Twitter.
Too many fingers.
Well, you're German, so you tell me.
I mean, as a German person, you can go like this.
Explain this, because
you can go like this and go.
Don't do it. Oh.
You can go like this and you go, that's cool. This.
Oh, you're
you can
saying
even
the
go like that.
The full fingers is.
The second you get more than like 3 fingers involved, that's where it gets
That's
crazy.
what every guy said at a Diddy free call. Every guy at a Diddy free
We're
call
not mature
said
enough.
it's too
we're not mature enough.
many
Don't ask
fucking-
us these things.
All I'm
We're not
going to say is
mature
I've seen the ADL call people anti-Semitic for way less.
Yes.
I've seen the ADL
Sure.
label people anti-Semitic for way less.
Sure.
But you know what the reality of the situation is?
What?
Can't nobody do nothing to Elon Musk.
Yep.
You can't do nothing to Elon Musk. He's the richest man in the world.
Bro, that's
you can't
what
take
happens.
nothing from him.
That's what happens.
Like, people ain't giving up their Teslas.
Jordan did the Hitler mustache. Nobody says shit. He did it in a Hanes commercial.
What?
Yeah.
He did the Hitler mustache in a Hanes
Did he
commercial.
say Hail Haynes?
No,
And freaking,
but he
what?
was like, these whites are the greatest whites you've ever seen.
All right. We got any
No, I just have one theory. I think he was sitting next to Zuckerberg, sitting next to what's the Bezos and all that. He's like, yo, I bet you $100 million I can get on stage and throw a salute up and get away with it.
So 2 Jews wanted to see him do that?
No, I think they're like, yo, you
Maybe
are.
he was sitting next to them and he got annoyed. And he's like, I
All
had
that too.
enough.
But I think it's just big money.
Alex, where'd you get this from?
No, it's just a theory.
What?
It's brilliant idiots.
I know, but why? Like, what? That was like.
They
why?
were sitting next to each other, and you have billions of dollars. The world is just fun. Like, he can get away with anything he wants to do right now, and he's like, "Yo, I bet you I'll do that." And they're like, for a crazy amount of money, he's like, "No, you won't." And then he hit it twice.
All I'm saying is we're
I'm just saying.
misinterpreted constantly. People take the things that we say and do out of context and use them for their own rhetoric that supports whatever they already feel constantly. So I am empathetic to somebody being misunderstood, even if they do something that on paper looks fucking
Well, here's the
horrible
thing.
or on video looks horrible.
Then why send the tweet?
Yeah,
I can't. Listen, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
But you know why? Because now he's in the position of we don't have to double down to cancel culture, blah blah blah. He's missing the nuance of it. You're not taking a knee and bending over for cancel culture. That's not what it's about. You saw the video. You put too many fingers up. You could do the same thing with one finger, and now it's like Kobe or some shit.
Let's not do right now what we're accusing other people of doing. We saw what we saw. Now, what was their intention behind it? What was the reason for it? I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
But it was a hell hit. You know
Yeah. No. There's no question it was the exact same gesture.
Yeah.
The question is, what is the intent behind it?
I don't think that matters though.
Well, it doesn't matter to the people that just want to believe whatever they want to believe.
Because I can't think of any scenario where somebody who's not the richest man in the world can do a hell Hitler anywhere in America.
Yeah, I think I'm tired of this.